just told me. I can listen to instructions.
All right.
So you're the winner tonight.
Is everybody good to play Red Rising by Stonemaier Games?
Sure.
Oh, let's get going.
Let's.
Alrighty, so I will do a brief teach
Okay.
because that's all this game really warrants. The rest of it is card reads.
That's all it takes for you to give me just enough information for you to trash me
Yes,
without me feeling like I was cheated.
correct. So, well, no, it's just that most of this game is learned by just reading the cards.
Gotcha.
You know, and you
So
got
it does require some literacy.
more than a little requires.
Okay, can we go back to that question?
A lot of literacy. Okay. I'm not going to put this here because then it obstructs the view of the cards. So
Okay.
we put that there. This is helium. At the end of the game,
It's not floating, sir.
I understand. At the end of the game, it's helium is worth, and this will be. We're going to do characters, and your little in your character will have a power. Yes, but also you'll have this player aid, and refer to this to remind yourself. But helium at the end of the game, every helium is worth 3 points.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to have a marker on the fleet track, and at the end of the game, you'll get points based upon, the points displayed for your position on the fleet
Fair
track.
enough.
The Institute is the least straightforward of those three scoring tracks.
Okay.
The Institute, you put cubes in the Institute, and at the end of the game, whoever has the most cubes there will get 4 points for each cube. Whoever has the second most will get 2 points for each of their cubes. Whoever has third most will get 1 point for each of their cubes.
Gotcha.
So the number of points you get for the cubes just depends upon whether you're first, second, or third.
So don't come in fourth.
I could probably find a way to do that. I could probably find a way to do that.
Go ahead and somebody determine a random start player.
Whoever rolls the eye.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Nope.
This might take.
There.
Oh, wait.
Okay,
There you
so
go.
yes, that's me. Okay, so we are going to play with, because there's 3 players, we're going to play with the 3 basic factions. Because they're the most balanced 3-player combination against each other. And then I will give the teach based upon that.
So we're not playing with Luna? That's all right.
Which one?
I like Luna. It's the yellow one.
Oh, no,
That's
there's
fine.
no faction called Rune.
There isn't?
No, there's Apollo, there's
Oh,
Ceres. There's,
My bad. That's right. Luna is a.
What are these versions? Series and Apollo. Okay. Who's
I was
this?
thinking of series.
The,
Those we're using.
my
see who
my
they-
biggest complaint about this game is that not all the factions, in my opinion, are actually
Minerva. Okay.
balanced and are perfectly balanced. They're more thematically like they have your thematic ties and all that, but they're not perfectly balanced. So depending upon player count, I only let certain factions be in the game. Okay, of these 3, just randomly take one. I don't care which.
Left to right.
Okay.
Well, I kind of read
Okay.
stuff, but whatever.
Okay, so your faction is going to be the same as everybody else's faction, except for what happens when you get the sovereign token in front of you. Okay, basically we're color coded. So here's what you're going to know is when you get the sovereign token And this includes if you even already had a sovereign token, but there's an effect that would give it to you.
Yeah.
You know, but I have it, but I trigger effect that would give it to me. That still counts as me getting it from myself. Okay. Whenever you get the sovereign token, you're going to get a benefit that's color coded to your faction. So you're green, you're going to get to put a cube in the Institute for free whenever you get the sovereign token.
Oh, okay.
Andrew
It says
is
right there.
red. Whenever he gets the sovereign token, he gets a helium.
Or if I already had it, I still get that.
Right. This is true for all of us.
All right.
And then whenever I get the sovereign token, I advance on the fleet track.
Oh, it sounds like I'm killing it over here. I got
What-
the Institute.
Okay.
Oh, well, and what happens with the Institute for you?
No, nothing. It's
When you
just
gain the sovereign token?
It's just like the weakest place in the book.
But-
Although everything takes place there.
Okay. Okay. So,
All right.
but what I want to be clear about is that, and this is your little player aid, which is the same for all of us except for we'll be a little more specific about, stuff for you. Okay. But the biggest thing I want to be clear about is that the way scoring works. First of all, here, go ahead and be shuffling this huge deck. The points you get from the fleet track, from Helium, from the Institute, I wouldn't focus on those points because those generally end up being at best tiebreaker points. And whoever ends with the whoever has the sovereign token at the end of the game will also get an extra 10 points. Again, not the biggest thing to focus on. The reason why all of those points, in my opinion, are less important is because the vast majority of your points are going to come from the cards in your hand at the end of the game. That is the main scoring mechanic of this game. This is a hand builder game. You are spending the entire game trying to build a hand of cards that has the best combination of scoring synergy with each other. So you'll have cards that will every card is going to give you a base value of points, and this is everything is scored at the end of the game. So this is only talking about cards that are in your hand at the end of the game. Is going to, in the upper left-hand corner, have a number of points that it will give you just for having the card. Sure. At the bottom, it will give you 1, 2, or 3, or 0, between 0 and 3, additional scoring that you can get, positive or negative, for being in combination with other things in your hand at the end of the game. So it might be you get an extra 15 points if it's in if you also have a gray in your hand, or it might be minus 10 points if you have any gold in your hand, or whatever. So every card, but all those points at the bottom are additional, plus or minus, on top of the base scoring value of the card. But we will start with 5 cards in a hand.
And there's also rule-breaking cards. Like some cards will let you have more than 7 cards without losing a penalty.
Right. In general, if you at the end of the game, if you have more than 7 cards in hand, you lose 10 points for every card past the 7.
All right, so I have a question just out of this
I'll show you.
asymmetry.
I'll show you real quickly.
So you advance. Your thing is you advance along that.
Right.
We all can.
Yeah, but he gets it when he is sovereign.
Yeah. So
thing.
in theory,
How often does that happen, and how does that make it easier or difficult for us to catch up to that? If you're saying you don't get as many points for these things, but those, I mean, that goes up to 43.
Right.
So I'm saying, would I, if I max mine out, would I be getting 43 points?
You have 10 times 4, you get 40.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So theoretically,
Yeah.
you just get to move up that track a little faster.
And I would have to have, if I had, 12 helium, I would get, or 13, I would get like 39 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is not crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So, for instance, just as an example card, this assassin. If I had it in my hand at the end of the game, 5 points are this is going to be called the core value of the card.
Yep.
Other cards might refer to core values in your hand. You want something to be odd.
Right.
Odd core values, even core values, whatever. This is the core value. But this is an additional, this says 10 additional points for each obsidian. So this assassin wants to be, at the end of the game, in my hand with a bunch of obsidian cards. Okay?
And also the stripe there indicates the
Obsidian.
So
You can ignore the stripes because the text will tell you.
however, the stripes can be helpful.
Gotcha.
They're just they're supposed to be quick reference, but I find that for a lot of players they confuse the players more than they're helpful because they can be hard to interpret at a glance. Read the text is what I recommend. Okay, so another example of this card is this card here. 10 points core value and an extra 20 if with both another orange and a gold card. Okay? Blah, blah, blah. So forth and so on. Okay, now, how do you play the game?
Yes. How do you play this game?
So you're going to start with 5 cards.
Okay.
And then and we're going to put a tableau of cards out here to start. In fact, I'm going to look up, I don't remember off the top of my head exactly how many, but each of these 4 columns are going to have a certain amount of cards. On your turn, you're going to either lead or scout. Okay?
Okay.
If you lead, which is the most common turn to take,
Yeah, I'll deploy a card from my hand face up on a location,
and then
triggering its deploy.
so its deployability looks like this.
Yeah.
This is the card going
Gotcha.
into column. Okay, so if I put this in this location, then I would may gain a gold or any other orange from this location if you do in my turn immediately. Okay, which means don't do the rest of what the lead action would do. But if it didn't end my turn immediately, after I play a card and do its deployability, then I pick up a card from some other column. It has to be a different column,
Okay.
and then I'm going to get the benefit
From the card.
of the column that I pick up from.
Yeah.
So if you pick up from Jupiter, you go up on the fleet track. You pick
Gotcha.
up from Mars, you get a helium. You
Yeah.
pick up from Institute, you put a cube there. If you pick up from Luna, you
get
get
the
the sovereign token and you trigger your sovereign token benefit.
Got you.
Okay, that is the typical turn. You can also instead of picking up from one of these columns, you can pick up from the face down deck. In which case, you're going to roll this die
And
to
what
get
is-
a benefit, and there's different kinds of
Yeah.
benefits on here besides what.
And what is a top card? Is it last place?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah, because the cards are going to be like so.
Yeah.
So this would be the top card.
Got you.
Okay.
Not the card that you most want.
Right. Or
Yeah.
the one that's at the top of the column.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the one that's the most visible.
Right. We keep them displayed so that you can read the color names because the colors on the cards can be somewhat similar.
Yes.
Gray and silver, obsidian black, and so forth and so on. Copper brown can be confused. Okay, so we are putting out 2. Okay, in the 5. 2 and 5. That's what I'm meaning. Okay. So that is the lead action. Okay. And again, if you decide to pick up from the deck versus from one of the columns, you're going to roll the die. And you're going to get that benefit, and your player aid tells you what the different die faces will do. Okay. Banishing cards, just puts them in a pile off the board, off the table in the banishment pile. And there are cards that interact with the banishment pile. They might score against it. They might
Pull from it.
pull from it. They interact in various different ways. Okay. And then in revealing, like if you get the eyeball, that says reveal the top card of the deck and you place it, not deploy it. I mean, you just look at it and then put it in a column without getting any deployment.
And placing, you don't get the benefit of the
Right,
location
yeah,
either, right?
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But you might be preserving a card for you, or
Or keeping a card that from someone else from picking up a useful card. Okay. The other type of action tends to happen later in the game when your hand is kind of like the way you want it to be and you don't want to get rid of cards out of your hand on your turn. Is instead you can just reveal the top card of the deck and place it, not deploy it, but place it in a column, and then in that case you're going to get the column benefit of whatever column you place the card in when you're scouting. You're just not getting any, card deploy effects because you're not deploying your
Gotcha.
place.
Yep.
Okay. But again, that's just something to do if there isn't a card that you want to play out of your hand. Okay.
All right.
The game ends when either it's about sevens. So if one player has gotten to spot 7 here,
Yep.
if a player has 7 of their own cubes here,
Yep.
if a player has 7 helium in front of them,
Yep.
if all 3 of those conditions are in effect, that will trigger that this is the last round of the game.
Yep.
And we'll finish with last player, which will be Dawn, because I'm first player. Okay. Alternatively, if one player meets 2 of those 3 conditions, that will also trigger the end of the game. So if I am both at 7 or higher on the fleet track and I have 7 helium in front of me, then it doesn't matter how many
Right.
institute cubes are out.
Your institute doesn't matter,
It doesn't matter,
even though it does.
but it does. So the thing is I'm wanting to keep high value cards in my hand, and you distribute cards to create some kind of a.
Who shuffled this deck?
I don't
Wow.
know. I don't know who that was at all.
Damn.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen that much gold in an opening setup, but whatever.
Yep.
Okay. And you're always allowed to look through the cards, like you can look to see
Keep
what
them in
this
order.
card is, but you have to keep everything in order. Okay?
Theoretically.
All right.
What is okay? And then there's something about for each card in your hand beyond the 7th card. You lose
10
you
points.
lose 10 points. However, it is really hard to get additional cards to your hand because generally on a turn you're playing a card and picking up a card, so you're never
Yeah, I
you're not changing your card count. So it is very rare to. It is less common. It is pretty difficult to run into a card mechanic that's going to let you actually gain a card. But let's say that you do. You can gain your 6, you can gain your 7th, and that's an advantage to you. Okay. Because every card, presumably, that you're going to keep in your hand at the end of the game is going to be the card that's going to score you positively in some way. But if you get your 8th card or 9th card, those are going to start docking you points, which you might say doesn't matter because here's why card scoring matters more than all the other scoring tracks. You could have a card that could score you, like for instance, look at this card right here. Karnas, 15 base points. 30 extra points if he's with Cassius. Now he's minus 15 if he's with Mustang the Jack or Revere.
Cassius is dead.
But the point is if you had this card in Cassius and none of these cards, then this card alone is worth 45 points.
Yeah.
This track tops at 43.
Gotcha.
Right? So card points are going to eclipse all other scoring mechanisms. Okay? So these are our starting 5 cards. Take a look at them. Devise, early or change later what your combo strategy, what kind of hand you're trying to build, whatever. And we will get going. Any questions?
No, I just need to read a couple of things.
Yeah, that's fine. And then, nobody has the sovereign token to begin with.
And you can choose whichever track you're laying things on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and where you deploy doesn't matter except that that's the column you can't pick up from. So don't deploy to the column.
And there is stealing of cards, by the way.
There is, yep.
And then
Typically it's random. Like typically it's someone randomly takes a card from your hand. I don't know why you're taking all these cards. It's my turn. I'm the one.
I'm just looking.
But I'm the one that needs to look at them because it's my turn.
Oh, right. So you're actually playing now. Good.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's see.
So this says you may treat this card as having the same name as any specific character, meaning I could make that Cassius
Yes.
to complete that.
Exactly. Exactly that. Exactly
gotcha.
that. And then most oranges will have that effect.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this little play button, it triggers at the end of the game if it's in your hand.
I understood that. Yep.
So most orange cards will have that, can stand in for any named card. And then there's another color, I think it's maybe violet, I forget exactly which, that can be that can stand in for any color. So if you needed to be like with an orange or with obsidian or whatever, there's another faction of cards that will be like this card can count as itself in any other color. I forget which color that is, or which faction that is. Apparently it is gray. So if you get grays, then they can be gray plus some other color at the end of the game. All right.
These are supposed to be 3. Oh no, it's 2, 2, and 2.
Yeah.
All right, they are emerging from the other side of the moon.
And they are calling home.
Yes,
Great.
but they are not eating.
It's been so far away.
They are not eating Reese's Pieces
They're not.
like ET.
Oh, okay.
Call home. E.T.
I'm curious how much they could actually see on the dark side of the moon. When did they listen to that music?
I know.
Oh, the closed captioning says, and we briefly lost calm. It spelled it like calm, but they meant calm. So, oh, did you actually go?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Did you go?
No.
No. I didn't either. It seems like this game twists on you, like, no matter what strategy you take on early on, it's really just like loosely building an idea.
Yeah.
That it's gonna like start to crank in as you get further along.
Yeah, and you can't overcommit because the randomness of a banish or
Yeah,
something.
because you're
But you can.
yeah, sure.
And people who know all the cards in the deck,
I do not.
I'm just saying that I played with one guy.
I've told you what I know.
Yeah.
Which is oranges will do this, grays
Yeah.
will do
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, somebody who knows all the named cards and their effects,
Yeah,
it's obnoxious because at the end of the game, they're like
I believe that.
several standard deviations above the rest.
I once played that. What's the fireworks game?
Oh, Hanabi.
Yeah, I once played Hanabi with a guy who said he knew all the signals, the code words.
Malachi, maybe? Oh, okay.
No.
you were like, I think they say you had all the list, and we were like, I don't know how to do that.
Well, because
It was mostly me. I was
Well,
like,
I was-
I'm never gonna. I
was playing on BGA, and the guy that I know, Bill Hesselrig, actually, he plays with a lot of the conventions, and
Yeah, I don't think that game would be fun if you had like code words.
I think it was Bill, yeah.
It would be like, why? What? At some point, that game, it's.
It wasn't code words, it was more like, well, I guess it was, kind of.
Yeah,
It was like,
it was
it's what
the
clue,
placement
it's the
plus the clues of the way you set, you know. And there's a certain thing that's like, if you remove any kind of, like, I play this game with my students called the couch game, which is basically.
I remember this, yeah.
You remember everybody trades names and you got to get your team on the couch. And there's always some kids that try to cheat. It's like, call his name or her. You know, that kind of stuff. And then they win and you're like, Like, it's so much more satisfying when you need that one person on your team to remember who Jimmy has.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know. And then they say the wrong thing.
I will
and
point
it
out.
goes
I will
crazy.
point out this card. It doesn't come up all that often, but if someone is targeting you, to like steal a card from your hand or banish a card from your hand, and you have a card with this shield symbol, you don't have to play it. You just flash it. You just say, "No, I've got the shield."
I got you.
Okay, and then
But it's not on the top.
What does it do?
no, and it's about to not be on the top.
All right.
Because I'm going to be playing the pathologist.
That suits you.
And this says banish the bottom card of this location. So I'm banishing the howlers.
Oh, well, good thing I know what the howlers do.
Well, I'm pointing out what this shield symbol
Yeah, I
does.
got you. But I also like the howlers.
Okay. And then I'm going to pick up from here and put a cube, which means I put a cube in the institute. And that was my turn.
Mm.
All right. So you picked up from the institute.
So I put a cube in the institute. Because I did a lead action.
Mm-hmm. And where you deployed? You deployed to Mars, but banished as a result. So we're evened out in card count on Mars. Okay. All right.
And we'll be just fine in this game as long as no one does anything mean to me.
That makes sense.
Because I generally don't play this game mean, but I've played with people who do. So.
Hey, if I'm mean to you, it's by accident.
I lost a game at this because I had another player who, like, every opportunity they were banishing the card out of my hand, which is putting me, now I don't have 5 out of 4 or whatever in my hand. And so I just spent the whole rest of the game just to try to revenge banish the cards out of their hand versus playing, winning. It was just like, you picked a fight, it's...
Yeah. All right. I'm deploying to the Institute. Deploy as if you may move the bottom card to the top if it is red or gold. You may gain it and then end your turn.
So did that happen?
Yep.
All right.
So that's the only thing I got. I didn't get anything else.
Correct.
That is it.
Because it ended your turn before the rest of the lead action.
Boo.
So, hopefully the card you
All
picked up is one you wanted.
I'll also go to the Institute. It says if deployed on the Institute, advance once on the fleet track.
All right, and you are agree?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you pick up from somewhere and do that action.
And then I will. Yeah, why not? I'll just take that. You guys can have that and have fun with it. So
You go up again on the
go
fleet track.
again on the fleet track.
All right. Okay.
You're not trying to get to the top of the fleet track multiple times,
No, I know. But I just happen to have the ability to do that this particular time.
will go here. This is janitor. It says if deployed directly on top of green, yellow, or blue, and I'm putting it on top of yellow. Move that card to the top of another location and advance once on the fleet track. So I'll move this to the top of somewhere else and go up once on the fleet track. What was there. And then I'm going to pick up from Jupiter, which advances me on the fleet track. Me on the fleet track again. I have to remember I'm blue this game.
Right. You said don't be mean. You just took a mean card.
I took it to him when we played against me.
Okay.
That was a defensive measure. I don't trust you guys.
All right. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I took it for scoring.
All right, so gonna deploy this here. I can banish a non-gold card from my hand, and in exchange, I can take a gold banished card,
Oh, nice.
and then I may continue. So I will gain.
Oh, it's letting you continue?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, because you just. Oh, well, then you might. Are you going to be card up?
What? Yeah, potentially. All right, take it from the deck. I have the die. Thank you. Reveal the top card of the deck and place not deploy at any location. The Telemanusas. Manuses.
The Telemanusas.
I'm going to place at any location. Oh, let me start. I'm going to put it here because then I get.
You don't get anything. You just place it, not deploy it. Your benefit was just that. You're done.
No.
Is that still where you want to place it?
No. There we go.
Okay.
All right. I will play the Artisan Chef, which is if deployed directly on top of a gold, move that gold to the top of another location and place one influence on the Institute. So I'll move that person to Mars, place an influence here. Then I will pick up from Luna, which then, when I gain this,
Yeah.
I go to the Institute.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, compete.
I feel like you belong in an institute.
Yeah.
All right. So then my turn.
So I have 5 cards. Still,
I have 5 cards.
I have 5.
how am I not up a card?
You're not. You
I
switch
said-
one for one, and then put one there.
Oh, so yes, I'm not up a card.
You didn't do anything that would gain you a card.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a shame.
It allowed you to trade for a more powerful card, and then the next thing allowed you to put one on the board.
There are now 6 days in a space capsule with the size of 2 minivan interiors.
Yeah, well, so think about those astronauts
Back
that
in
were
the
on the
day.
space station that weren't supposed to be there, that stayed there forever, which made a place that was for however many to have 2 extra who didn't have a vehicle to get home on because none of their spacesuits fit in a different capsule. That was some crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about piecemealing everything out. It seems like,
The compatibility.
yeah, compatibility is off.
They have universal docking adapters.
Right, for the vehicles.
Not for the people.
But not for the people. Because they assumed that the people would be able to travel on.
Just put this suit on and then we'll vacuum fit it to your body.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's-
I don't remember what it was that didn't work, but they couldn't. It took them a while to be able to get into somebody else's. Oh, and they also weren't like built for like
the right size.
2 passengers. They were like a lot of the stuff that was going up there wasn't built for passengers. It was built for like
Cargo.
the crew on board.
Yeah.
So 3 people left and 3 people came back down. And if you keep doing that and you have an extra 2 in there, they get stuck there. I don't know. I remember that. Wasn't that the guy from here, Whitmore? Wasn't he? He was one of the ones that was stuck there.
Yeah.
He's from Mount Judith down the road.
And I think their extra pay that they got for that was like peanuts a day.
Probably.
No, it was like, I think it was like $8 a day or something.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Oh.
Government work.
No.
Did we solve the world's problems yet?
No.
No.
Have you seen Project Hail Mary?
I have not. I haven't. I was working from 7 in the morning till 10 at night, nonstop for about 3 weeks because
They
of
have
the
showings.
show.
They have showings after 10 o'clock, you know? I know.
I couldn't get out of bed. I was so
Hmm.
sore. Oh,
Interesting.
interestingly. Fitchna.
Let's see.
Interesting.
All right. I shall deploy to Mars, and I shall gain 1 healing,
Gave me helium for that.
and then I shall pick up from Luna, which also gets me a helium
No. Yes, it gets you that.
and another helium.
Because that's your power.
Right.
Yes.
All right. I will give you the vlogger, which allows me to take 2 off the deck, and that ends my turn.
Mm.
I can do that because I'm higher on the track than the person to my right.
Mm.
So it was if you're,
So you're at 6 cards and you're at 6 cards.
I am at 6 cards.
I am at 6 as well. Oh, so you want this to circulate, and then you want to keep it when you're the...
Yep. Yep. But you're down
No,
below,
well,
so
for now.
until you
Just...
move up. So he can give that to you if
I get above him.
Yeah.
So what show did you produce?
we did the Little Shop of Horrors
Oh, wow.
classic.
My daughter's school did Moana Junior.
Moana Junior.
It's very well done. My daughter is excited for being able to be part of drama next year. She's going to audition for Shakespeare in the Park, Midsummer's Night Dream,
Nice.
Fairies or Pixies or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're Puck's assistant, I forget the...
They got a. What is the age for that they are looking at?
8 to 12, I think.
Oh, really? Nice.
7 to 12, something like that.
Yeah.
If your kid's selected, they charge you.
They charge you, and then you have to drive them a lot.
Yes.
There's a lot of travel and a lot of giving them money.
But they only if you're selected, the kid's only part of the group for a week.
Yeah.
So at least that's just like, I think 5
So
performances
they're
over
like
4 days.
rotating them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
So it just makes for one crazy week.
Yeah. But it's a money grab.
Yeah, I don't think their costumes cost $250.
No, it's a money grab. I used to say that I wanted to do a professional show that was had adult themes, but open everyone with a different elementary school choir, so that the parents would come and watch their kids and then have to take them home because the themes were too adult. But they didn't buy tickets. I wouldn't charge them to be in it, but so you got to go buy a $20 ticket to watch your kid sing and then take them.
Wow. You wouldn't have to run the show.
But you wouldn't be doing it every night. Like the kid wouldn't be doing it. They would just come one night. They do a little practice with your choral director, which is not me.
Analysis paralysis. That is such a lovely name.
Shush him up.
I'm just singing about something abstractly. It has nothing to do with anyone or anything.
Don't bust any copyright laws. Okay. Pax Telemanus.
All right. I'm going to deploy this here on top of a brown.
Yep.
And I deploy that to another location. I'm going to deploy this over here. If I deploy it on top of a yellow, green, yellow, or blue, I move that card to another location and advance on the fleet track. So I'm going to move this card to what does this one do? I'm going to move this here, and I move up on the fleet track. I'm going to pick up from Jupiter, which advances me on the fleet track.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So that gives me what? I'm still at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Theoretically, this says if deployed on Mars, Luna, or the Institute, deploy one other blue from this location to Jupiter. So I will put it at the Institute, and I will move this to Jupiter.
He says deploy.
Yep.
So you get the deploy effect.
Oh, I get the deploy effect.
You
Okay.
deployed on the Institute, advance once on the fleet track.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
I didn't do that because it was already on there.
Yeah.
But I will pick up from Jupiter, which will move me on the fleet track.
Okay.
All right, we're moving. One interesting thing, I guess, when they did their launch, their first orbit around the Earth, it was a very elliptical orbit. And so they got out like a couple 100,000 miles from, not like 70,000 miles from Earth.
Yeah.
And then as they came back down, they were slingshotting only like 100 miles from Earth
Yeah.
or less. And then they were going to burn to go to the moon. So they were picking up speed, falling to Earth. And they were coming like within 100 miles of Earth. So it looked like they were going to crash into the Earth the whole way down. So I guess you got to have some faith in the...
Science is pretty amazing.
Yeah. But it's crazy. They were going 23,000 something miles an hour, plus or minus. And then all they had to do to go from orbiting the Earth to going all the way to the moon and back was add about 900 miles or 900 kilometers a second.
Wow.
Okay.
4 hours. No, is it power?
You have card advantage. You have 6. You have
So does
6.
he, yeah.
I have 6 as well.
You have the one that lets you do a thing to gain a thing.
I do?
You have the card that he played.
Hmm.
So I'm going to go against what I generally say, but I have to play a little defensively here. So I am going to play Aja. Choose an opponent, they banish one of their cards, and then banish Aja. So it doesn't matter. Well, I have to pick a column I'm going to play too, because it's the column I can't pick up from. But am I going to want to pick up is the question.
Do they choose what they banish? Or you are choosing for them? No, he chooses what he's going to banish.
Right. But it's just, it will bring him back down to 5.
Why are we talking about me as we've decided to play
He's
it
trying to
on?
bring
Because
you
you
back down
have
to earth.
a way to get back to a 6th card, but I don't want you to be at the 7th card.
Well, John might have a way to get back to a.
I think he's going off of that you are a little more experienced than me, and that I usually lose. So he's treating you like the only player at the table,
Not the only player at the table, but
the most competent player
no,
at the table.
he's the one that's at 6 and has a card in his hand that could let him
Couldn't get him another
7.
one. Yeah.
So
Yes, I understood that, but I still think it's funny. I don't think I have a way to go to another card.
Well,
What?
I'm not too worried, I'll put it that way.
That doesn't mean he's going to banish that. Listen up, Pink.
Conversationalist?
so in theory, I am placing this.
Well, in theory or in practice?
Well, because it's going to banish itself, so in theory. In theory, I'm deploying this to Jupiter. I'm picking you, so you're going to banish a card. And it's going to
Nope,
banish
I'm not
itself.
going to banish a card, I just reveal this.
Oh,
Oh.
So I'm not too concerned.
okay. All right. Well, then that was a waste, and now I picked up. Okay.
That wasn't a waste, you learned something, sir.
I did learn something.
And that card that I picked up was previously banished, so you could have known I had it if you were paying attention.
Do what?
That card was previously banished.
That is true.
Okay,
So you
I'm
could
not
have-
paying attention to what everybody else is doing. I'm
You're the one that pointed out that it had a shield on it, and then you said it there, and then he picked up the only gold card.
Got it.
It's all
But I had forgotten that for sure. I could.
I had
Yeah.
forgotten about it. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, that was like magic in plain sight.
Sorry.
That was.
It's too bad it didn't end his turn immediately, so he would be down a card. That would have been.
That would have been harsh.
Yeah.
So,
Well, don't worry.
Sounds like you're just being mean to yourself.
Well, you know what? Retribution is such sweet. But maybe I will have grace and not attack you.
I'll pick this one. Put a cube here.
Oof. From the Institute.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, backfired on me. Because it was one I could score pretty well on.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to give up a scoring opportunity now to try to counter the fact that he's going to have significant card advantage on me, but that didn't work. So I just gave a scoring opportunity for no benefit.
All right. I can place, but not deploy, one or more cards from banished on top of a location. Actually, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play that over here, and I'm going to set that there. So I placed initially on this column, which means I can pick up from here, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You may place, not deploy, one or two banished cards
Yeah.
on the top of one location.
Correct. So I can't pick up from where I deployed. So I pick up air or Aja.
Yeah.
Aja.
Aja.
Yeah.
You may be seeing this card again, Michael. I'll just keep it
Wow.
just in case. It's needed.
Okay.
So you picked up from Jupiter,
Yes.
so you go up on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Michael.
I'm gonna lose this game.
Sometimes
That's
playing,
fine.
Right.
sometimes playing aggressively.
I would place that at Luna.
I'm not very vindictive though, so
You may reveal 2 golds from your hand.
Well, let's
Yeah.
reveal them. Let's actually see what they are.
They're Lorne and Cardis games, things
Yeah.
I've picked up.
Oh yeah.
If you do, place 2 influence on the Institute. And then I will
Not very well
pick up from the
institutionalized.
which gives me the ability to put 1 on the Institute.
Wow.
How are ties resolved at the Institute? Friendly?
Yes. But they do knock the position down. Meaning
You add 1 and 2 together, first and second. No.
no, it just if 2 people are tied for first, they'll both get the 4 points for each, but then the other player's 3rd place, not 2nd place.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's see.
Thematically, these are not bad.
Yeah.
Like familiarity with these characters.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I see how they can get that bonus or that bonus or whatever.
Yeah. That's what my cousin Michelle was telling me. She was like, "Oh yeah, it makes sense."
It mostly makes sense.
Jamie, if you read in the instructions, Jamie from, I think his name is Stonemaier, if I remember right, from Stonemaier Games.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a huge fan of the series, and so
Yeah.
this was like a very
Yeah.
fulfilling.
Passion project. Yeah.
Stonemaier has put a lot of good stuff out.
Yes, he has. Yeah, I mean, it's not one of my favorite games, but Scythe is arguably a very good game.
It is. Scythe was one of the early games I learned after Terraforming Mars when I got into real board games, quote
Yeah.
unquote. And I struggled with it because of the engine dynamic and the scarcity, but it's a good one.
Yeah. And production value is always good in the Stonemaier game. Okay.
So what happens if we get Michael down to no cards? Does he still keep playing? I'm kidding. How does that fit thematically?
Okay.
I feel really good with these astronauts because some of them have been, astronauts since like over a decade ago.
Yeah.
And one of them is it's their first space flight.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the norm, not the exception.
oh yeah, no, I think so too. And a lot of them never make it.
Yep. some their job is not to make it.
Yeah, my daughter enjoyed watching the a whole. She didn't want to at first, but then she stayed and watched an entire press conference from the mission.
Yeah.
And she thought it was great because they have a $30 million space toilet that's been malfunctioning.
Yeah.
The development cost was $30 million. I don't think the actual toilet cost
Is it
$30
gold
million.
plated?
And the cost for getting a plumber up there is astronomical.
Oh no! So the woman on the crew is like, "I'm proud to be the female space plumber," and she posed with like a wrench. By the toilet. But then it compacts and keeps the solid waste,
Yeah.
and it jettisons. Periodically they jettison the liquid waste, and the liquid waste froze in the liquid waste tube.
Yeah.
So finally, they figured out if they turn it to the sun, they can melt enough to. So anyway, and then they get these frozen droplets that gems that glisten by the ship. So
Nice.
that appeared in one of the live streams.
Oh look, space urine.
But they've had to actually ask for permission to use the toilet or get clearance because of the way it works. And then also, what was the thing? I had to reboot the toilet. That was the first problem. Also, on the first day, they had a problem up until yesterday using Microsoft Outlook. It wouldn't work, and they were complaining.
Wow.
It's not just the worst software on the planet. It's out of this world. It's not really the worst software on the planet by far. Microsoft, you can sponsor this channel.
None of these are great catches. Where did this one come from?
I don't know.
I think it came from.
Don, Michael can't remember.
Where did you
that
play?
card.
Where did you play the politician? Did you play it to Luna? Or
Luna.
You played it to Luna. That's what I thought.
Were you at TGG?
No.
Well, when was your little shop of horrors?
Last weekend.
That makes sense.
Yep. Also, I don't really have the money and time to invest in that without causing problems.
Well, I could always adopt you if that helps and get
It
the time pass.
doesn't help.
If it doesn't help at the time.
Well, I guess it would help, like,
If you were
and then I would be thrown out of the house, and then you would have to adopt me and I'd live with you.
No, let's.
So that's the only way.
That's not how I'm looking to grow the family.
I'm going to scout because I don't like any of these. I don't want to gain any of these. So I don't roll. I just I'm going to place it and gain the benefit of the column I place it in.
Okay.
Thanks.
I will place this here, and then and I get the benefit of the location I place it to, so it actually matters which location I place it to. Shit. What benefit do I want? I'm not going to beat you in the Institute. 3 points or 3 points.
If you don't play it to Jupiter or Luna, you might get an ability to get an extra card in your hand for me because I'm so generous.
If I don't play it to Jupiter or Luna,
Mm-hmm.
I won't play them. I'd already decided to play it to Mars.
What's the thing? You may gain a gold from this location if you are.
You may gain a gray from this location if you. That's if you deploy it.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
I am further on the fleet track than the player to my right. I gain 2 cards,
Okay.
and then my turn.
Thank you.
Wow, that went fast.
Now you're at 7 cards, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am.
Nice to be you. But I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
See? I don't want you to give the card back to Don though, because it would give him maybe some points. So we'll see.
Okay.
We have a good communication with the spacecraft, but they can't hear us.
All right. If deployed on top of a green, yellow, or blue, move that card to the top of another location and advance one on the fleet track. Go one on the fleet track.
So you. One on the fleet track. I'm sorry.
Green goes to 4.
Green goes to 4.
Then I will go up on the fleet track.
Oh, it's Michael's turn.
It is.
Let's do a side game of cards or something while we plays.
Do what?
Want to do a side game while he plays?
Guess what I'm thinking? 20 questions. Is it bigger than a bread box?
I played Hues and Clues for the first time yesterday.
Hues and clues. I
don't like that game.
I have mixed feelings on that.
I have mixed feelings about it too. I swear that I knew what color Grimace was when I gave that clue.
Well, also a big issue I have with it is the color on the card does not match the color on the space on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the sheen of the paper and the lighting.
Yeah.
It can be so yeah. It's
So you're given the clue based upon what you're looking at the card, and then their reasoning based upon what they see on the board, and they're not necessarily wrong.
I would like that game much better if it came with its own.
Tells
box.
you what it tells you where it is, and you can find it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it
needs to
prepared.
come. It needs to come with like a black cloth that covers all the players on the board and its own lighting system, so that it's a controlled environment. So, you know, like
Wow. Okay.
what's going on there?
I'm gonna look at what this card is.
What the heck?
Okay. We can put this whole stack back. I'm going to deploy this here, but I'm not. It says may.
Mm-hmm.
I'm choosing not to. Actually, I'm going to deploy it. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll deploy it here, and I'm choosing not to use its effect because I don't want it in my turn because I want to pick up this one instead. And
So that concludes your turn. All right, so we'll play this here. Michael, you may banish. No, you banish one of your cards.
banish a card in my choice.
And then she banishes as well. I can't pick up from the Institute,
Okay.
so I'll pick up from Luna.
So you giveth and you taketh away.
Oh well, you know, I still don't have a long memory.
Okay. Interesting.
I'd have to be further on the fleet track than the player to my right. I don't think I'm gonna
All right.
ever beat you by the end of the game. So I don't think I could have ever triggered it.
Interesting. You know what? That's the best outcome. Don can't get all the points. I got an extra card. And, well, sorry for your loss. this.
All right, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm taking a risk here, but I feel like you're not going to be carpetbagging the situation. I choose opponent. They may give me 2 helium to immediately take 1 turn out of order, but you may not gain the loan shark before you finish my turn. Before I finish my turn. Otherwise, they must give you 1 helium.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it on Mars.
So I would take a turn right now before you pick
So
up.
if you give me 2 helium now,
right.
you can take take a turn right now.
Except you may not take the
You
loan
can't
shark.
take the loan shard.
Right. No. Otherwise, so you're
Otherwise, you give me 1 helium.
So I'll give you a helium now, and I will either give you 1 more and take a turn or not. But I'm going to look to see what
Alright.
these.
So if he gives you 1 helium, what does he do?
I take a turn right now.
No,
It's
if
two.
he does 1, then
I'm giving him 1 now, but if I give him
he's
another
trying to
1,
decide.
yeah,
Does he have to give you 1 at least?
Yes. Regardless, he has to give me 1.
I have to give him 1 or 2. If I give him
Yeah.
2, then I take a turn.
I mean,
I got it.
I don't think it's worth losing a helium. Just take a turn.
Well, that's what I'm trying to decide.
I know, but it is possibly worth it.
Okay.
All right.
And then the turn I'm going to take is
Interesting.
I'm going to scout. So I'm just placing this. But I basically don't want to be able to pick up that politician. But the one I place it in gives me this, which gives me that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's your turn. So
Yeah.
I'll finish my turn, which I then guess I will take the janitor since you did that.
Yeah, because I figured you're going to pick this up because then you can flash 2 golds again.
I
and
was
get more.
thinking about that. So
How do you have 5 cards? I thought didn't you go down to 4? Oh no, because I gave you 1.
You gave it, then you take it away.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So you're at 7 and I'm at 5, which means you're beating me because average card points.
Your turn, Michael.
All right. Yeah.
You hit in this very quickly, sir.
I could.
Okay, so I'm gonna
I
scout
don't have a whole lot of points in my hand.
because I don't think this is what's this do. Um.
Hmm.
Actually, this is not necessarily bad. I'm going to scout. I will place this here.
And you get the pet benefit.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right, so Michael, I banished one of your cards.
Seriously?
Yeah. What? Unless Dawn thinks I should banish one of his cards.
No, don't banish one of mine.
Why not pick on Don? He's got more cards.
He's not done anything against me. Well, I
And
guess you did.
technically, I haven't done anything against you either.
What? You banished one of my cards.
No, I didn't. You blocked it.
Well, you tried to.
Oh, because you had card advantage over me. Now he has card advantage over you. Well, now he has card advantage. He's got more cards than me. Pick on him. You picked on me last time.
I guess you didn't give me the helium offer.
I didn't give you the helium offer. I'll take it. You gonna hit me?
Are negotiations part of this game?
Well, I'm just
No,
saying.
you
I'm
can
at
make-
5 cards. He's at 6
make
cards.
your
You're at
own
7
choices.
cards. So.
I think it's better for me to attack Dawn just in case he gets more points than me.
All right.
But Dawn, no, Dawn is. This is her first time playing the game, though.
I'm never afraid of coming in last.
That doesn't mean he's not in a
But-
winning position.
But when I win,
Because he's
it's always like,
because he's up here. He's up here, and he's.
all right, whatever
We don't
you're
know
doing,
his card
do it.
combination.
It's more balanced, so you banish a card.
So I'm banishing a card.
of your choice.
Um,
Yeah, that makes it so much better.
Well, it does. It's not your
I'll
choice.
banish that guy.
All right, and then Aja
Gets banished
Banished.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I just can't pick up from Mars.
I missed somehow where you got Aja back out of the
Yeah, you
bench.
missed a lot of things.
Okay, yeah.
You said you weren't paying attention.
I don't really pay attention to other
Yeah.
people's turns as much.
I know. It's all good.
All right. But it is. Now you pick up from somewhere, don't you?
Well, Dawn has to choose to discard one.
I did.
You
Oh,
banish.
which one? The psychologist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or the pathologist, yeah.
cool.
So now you pick up.
I'll pick this thing.
Okay, which puts you up on there. Okay.
I don't know that I want to get rid of a lot of stuff.
Well, you can scout if you don't want to.
No, I know what's going on here. I know how this is working.
Yeah.
Where are the red cards? On the obsidian cards. Somewhere in the.
Yeah. There's not an even distribution of colors by any means, but they also don't tell you what the distribution is. The closest you get to, because and that people complain about that. I don't think it's as big a deal.
Now that you mentioned that, I remember that being an issue.
But here's their pyramid. And
All right.
if you look at the pyramid, you'd think there's more red cards than anything else, but that's not actually the case. It's just that the red is at the bottom of the totem pole.
We have the Sovereign card, because I picked up from Luna, which allows me to do this. So I did the blues and everything.
And so you have 7 in the institute,
Yep,
That's
I'm
one
on
of the
6,
conditions.
and I'm on 6 on the track.
so you could end it.
Yep, I could end it there.
You're done with your turn though.
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. With his card advantage, probably the sooner you end it, the better for you. Not necessarily for me, but I'm saying before he can get a perfect score in hand. What's out here? Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Okay. So I'm gonna scout. And which was the card I didn't want people to pick up?
The politician. It won't cover up the politician.
If I do that, I go up on the fleet track. So yeah, because that gives me this, which does that, which is a net gain of 5 points for me. So
This is my turn.
Yeah. What's this thing do?
All right, so I will. I'll just play it here. The deploy doesn't trigger. I'm gonna pick up from here, which gives me a helium.
you could end it this turn, Dom, if you want.
Probably will. All right. So if deployed directly on top of a blue, yellow, green, yellow, or blue, move that card to the top of another location and advance once on the fleet track.
Ruh-roh.
So I advance once on the fleet track. I will move that to there and then pick up from there.
And that's even turns,
Which
so moves you.
means I move on the fleet track for picking up.
And we have and it's even turns, so.
We're done.
Wow.
Okay. So,
Dang.
which is why I got out the scoring pad.
All right.
So, you're at 7 cards, so you're not going to get -10 for having any extra.
Ugh. Can't. Didn't make that one happen. I gave weight. Should.
I'm going to get a pencil. We're going to score this, and then I have to take a moment to walk at me. I mean, not walk her, but let her do her business.
Aw, I didn't realize.
Yeah, Abby's out on the.
Oh yeah, that's sweet. Out of town. Yeah.
I think I misplayed something that I could have played stronger. Oh well.
Okay. So we've got in player order. Michael, Andrew, and so
Sorry.
if you have play effects that actually do something other than just grays and oranges, which count as something else, this is the time to go ahead and do that. Starting with me, I have play effects, but they're all just gray and orange.
Same here.
Do you have any play effects?
No.
Okay.
What do you mean?
This
You have your orange, but that's
has a play effect. Which
but that one's just going to be counts as a specific
End of
name. Yeah. Okay. And okay, so we're good there. Okay, and then so now you're going to do all your card VPs, but before we do card VPs, because that takes the longest, we're just going to go ahead and score these other categories.
all right.
I ended with the sovereign because you did not take it from me, right?
I did not, unfortunately.
So I get those 10 points. You are the most in there, so you get 4 times. What is that? 8,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Seven.
6, 7.
7.
28 points.
Okay. And then,
You have the second most, so 3 times 3 is 9.
well, it's 2 times 2.
Oh, times 2, so 6. And then I have 0 times
Yeah.
1.
so 0.
Yep.
I just want to make sure the math is it's official.
Yeah.
Fleet track, 34 for Don,
15.
15 for me. That's a big difference right there. That's nice.
I was hoping that it would stay a big difference.
Only 10 for me.
And then I've got
But I'm catching up with the helium.
6 here.
You got 6 helium?
Well, I've got 2 times 3 is 6 points.
Oh, it's not. Yeah.
So 4
3
times
plus
3 is
You've
12.
also got 6.
12 for me.
I have 2 as well, so 6 and then 12 here.
Okay. So
But
card VP. Look at each card and try to make now here's the thing. Things like gray can count as itself in one other color. Orange can counts as its name plus one other name. So keep in mind that if I use this for a name, one name, I can't use it for.
so
additional
when
names.
you say VP, we're doing the top and the bottom.
Yeah, so you might need your calculator.
You guys are really lucky I didn't read this properly because I left 15 points sitting right there.
Huh.
If you have 3 helium, 3 influence, and 3 on the fleet track, I didn't realize that you needed all of those.
I almost picked up that card.
I could have won more rounds.
Yeah, I almost picked up that card.
And just to confirm, a card taking on another name does not give it that color as well.
No.
Fair enough.
No, but a gray, see, this is with another red, so this gray is going to count as gray entering because that's what gray does, and this wants to be with the gray. So this is satisfied, and this is satisfied with this one here. All mine are fully satisfied. I left out that this guy wants to be with Pax or Telemanus, Pax Al Telemanus or the Pax, as does this guy. So this one I can treat as a specific name. It's going to actually trigger both of these because it's one name.
Oh boy, you have a lot of points.
Oh, these are.
Wait, you're adding from the locations?
Yeah.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. There's no red on there though. These are copper. I thought they were. So 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, I need to know how much copper and white are on all locations. 1.
I didn't do as good as I thought I did.
2. That's it.
That's 2 coppers.
And there's no white.
So that is, so it's going to be 20 for that, which is not great, but this is helping some of the other cards.
175 on cards. Nice. But you cleaned up.
Yeah, I think my blue. I don't know.
I don't think Michael has it. But who knows?
Oh, wait a minute.
Ugly days.
Yeah, I didn't do good on the bottom.
Andrew, your card?
175.
120. Low score.
Nice card score, Michael. For 5 cards?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, he fulfilled all his bottom.
Yeah. This is the one that scored me the least because it only scored me 20.
That scored 26 on the bottom. If
Yeah,
you what?
this was 35 total, yeah.
If it's your only red?
If with another red, this gray is going to count
works
as
as
gray
red.
and red.
Yeah.
And this wants to be with gray, and this counts as both gray
I had
and
2
red.
cards that scored 40 each, which was nice.
Yeah. Okay, so now I just add all this up.
I want to get up to like 10 cards. Come on.
I mean,
This card was so worth it. Like,
Yeah.
it's like absolute insurance.
Oh, you had Severo? Oh, I like him.
They
I didn't have Severo.
But you see, Andrew, here's the thing. You
you
still
have
With
Nero.
Severo, yeah, Nero.
you still beat me because points come from mostly cards, and having card advantage is huge in this game. So,
Well, but I don't think I beat Don. I think he had way too much advantage. It's close.
It's going to be close.
and then, so you definitely beat me, Andrew, by 7 points.
Which is close.
Yeah, but Don needed it and end it before you could really maximize your 7 cards in hand, which was.
Thank you for assuming I could maximize my cards. I'm not sure.
And then 120 plus 34 plus 6
I
plus
lost.
28.
Last
What?
place.
188.
Yeah, you win.
Yep. With some cards, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
7 cards, 5 cards, and 5 cards.
Well,
Yeah.
these were 45. One at the top. These cards together were 100. I could use my orange to be named as Ragnar.
Yeah.
Oh, and then this had, if you have 7 cards, you get 7 plus 13.
Yeah.
Nobody had more helium.
So, but if I would have read this properly and got the helium,
you would have won.
203.
Yeah.
So it was just a misplay.
But I think we all share the victory because we were all so
I
close.
think we all share the victory, but not the peanut, unfortunately. Do you have a name on the peanut?
He does.
All right. You won't get the peanut.
Wait, I had the peanut before. Oh yeah, you guys talked me into a win on the other game.
I don't want it. I don't want to win.
Really shuffle those cards well, because that was too many goals that came out in the opening tab.
Yeah, I just was.
I was fine with that.
I was not.
I was just spinning them. I thought I was far enough ahead on these things to get for that to matter, but
This game is just
it really didn't.
It was with his card advantage. It was only the gap that was only going to get wider.
I think the trick though is if I would have
ended it sooner.
if I would have pushed the fleet a little more, I think I would have opened that gap, and then not pushed the institute.
card deck goes.
Yeah, because you would have gotten more than like 3 points for helium.
Yeah, yeah.
But the weight and
Well,
the
but
complexity.
again-
Player kit.
Again, one more helium, I win the game.
Yeah,
But I didn't count that right.
it's a very pleasant game in
I-
terms
I-
of weight and speed.
Yeah, not enjoyable, and not difficult actually.
Yeah. I mean, we all got Michael Sturgill, right?
Yeah. Well, I like it because this is almost
And,
a prototypical hand builder. Like
Yeah,
this is probably the most straightforward hand builder game.
I think so.
and I like the
I
IP
own
on it as well.
Oh, I like the IP too. And the other thing is, the only reason I got burnt out on it is because I was playing with this guy who knew all of the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
And we played it like,
that
you
would
know,
be fun.
2 or 3 times a month for
Yeah.
a few months.
No, I wouldn't be down with that.
Yeah.
And he played Cutthroat too. Like there was no,
Yeah,
and it was his personal pleasure if he could get 10 cards without the negatives in his hand.
Yeah, yeah.
And he-
I was gonna get low key pissed when you were like gonna bring me down to 4 cards while he's got 6 cards, and I was like, why?
But this guy, yeah, he had 10 cards on one game and he got me down to like 4 at the end or 3.
Yeah.
I forget. It was.
that's harsh.
I generally don't like to get people down below 5 cards. I don't mind if they've got card advantage already to banish card from them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like the thing is like to some degree, if you like can win by just like playing better cards and collecting better,
It's just because Michael was like, I'm not going to be mean to anybody. And then he's like,
yeah.
Well, I really
I don't think he was mean.
I don't think I was-
he was
I don't
trying to
know. I don't
I'm
think
trying to level a
yes,
little
but
more.
I know you were. But I was like, oh, he didn't see that I got my defense.
Yeah.
No, that was actually kind of a nice turn of events.
Yeah.
Because you announced it so loudly, and then he announced it so loudly,
Yeah.
and then everybody forgot about it.
And the thing is the card that I played, which then he ends up playing against me twice.
Once, twice. I tried twice. Yeah.
But that card, at the point in time I was playing it, I'd fully maxed on that card. Like that card would have scored me 35 points, and I'm like, I'm gonna give up these 35 points, guaranteed 35 points, to get him down a card, and then I will just try to build my hand back up to replace those 35 points. And I'm just fuck.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. And that turned the tide for you.
And I even tried to say, I'm not worried.
Yeah, he was like not worried about it. So he was open and honest right from the beginning.
It was just fun.
Damn it.
That was.
But thank you, Michael. This was.
something.
I'm glad we played. I'm glad you got to see it. It's this game you can teach anybody, and it's not like it can be an issue in terms of like how long it takes to teach versus to play.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm.
Yeah, especially if it's a game player because
I
it's
don't get
just
a peanut?
read the cards.
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't necessarily want the publicity, but since we're doing it,
Yeah, no, I just momentarily forgot.
it's all right.
Jason.
Who's he?
That guy.
Oh, there's one in there for Charles. We haven't seen Charles.
He didn't even show up. Oh, we saw Charles a little while ago, like a couple months.
He was just here the other day.
Oh, what's this here? Monday game night, golden peanut. All right.
There you go.
All right, send me that picture too if you don't mind. Laura, my wife, she likes to. She's like, "Oh, you got the golden peanut." I was like, then if I say anything to complain later in the week, she's like, "Well, you won the golden peanut."
Well, there you go.
If it happens once, it's a fluke. If it happens twice,
There you go. Sent to you.
thank you, sir.
Yep.
No, but thank you. This was fun. It's
Yep.
and it's I don't know. It doesn't come out that often, I guess, unless people are like dead set on it.
I mean, I generally keep it in my
In your bag?
in my bag. The Wednesday night group is like so on it. Like
Yeah.
some of them are fine with it, and others are just like.
Well, I think if you know the IP a little bit at least, or have read some of the books, like
Yeah. Has more charm to it.
yeah,